So I would say that Paris is generally doing pretty well with their sustainable development goals, but definitely needs to improve in having sustainable communities, also known as SDG number 11. So in a poll from 2021, housing, cost of living, crime, homelessness, air pollution, and just general cleanliness of the streets were all listed as major challenges facing the city. So to address the housing issue, Paris could try to match the supply to the demand by continuing, they're already doing this, but continuing to adapt existing buildings into affordable housing that aren't being used already. And this works better in more densely populated cities instead of trying to find space for new infrastructure. So as for the air pollution, the leading causes appear to be transportation, industries, and heating. And so putting some industrial regulations in place, like having them use different energy sources or materials, and also encouraging people to use public transit or more energy efficient vehicles could be a good place to start. So if I was to measure the results of these changes, I would start by targeting the highest industrial polluters after setting the regulations and measure their chemical outputs periodically just to see if they're doing their job. I would also give citizens some kind of incentive, whether it's monetary or otherwise, to start using cleaner modes of transportation, and then to start tracking car sales, how many people are using public transit, all that fun stuff. I think that mass surveys as well, like the one I mentioned before, are also a quick and insightful way to gauge the general public's attitudes and demands. I would do the same thing for all the other issues under the sustainable community umbrella. But going back to housing for a minute, we first need to know what people can afford and what we could do to make that work. Once we know that, we can measure consumer price index, cost of living index, what needs to be changed, what's a priority, and how that's going to fluctuate over time. Thank you.